Hello everyone, I am Ajit. In this video, we will be continuing with our SQL scenario based question solution series. So, question 66. How can we retrieve the names of employees who are parts of a valid department using an inner join? So, in this question, it is asked to use the inner join to retrieve the data from departments as well as employees table. So, select star from employees E inner join departments D on E dot department underscore ID equals to D dot department underscore ID. So in this way, we can use the inner join to retrieve the data from employees as well as departments table based on a condition. We are putting condition on department ID. This column is common in the sense it is present in employees table as well as the departments table. So we will be retrieving the data, common data from the both table. For that we are using inner join. So you can see we retrieved data from both the tables, employees as well as departments. You can see in the result we got employee ID, employee name and department ID from employees table, and corresponding to that we got the department ID and department name from departments table. If you see, then department underscore ID column repeated twice because both the tables have same column department ID, and on that column only we put condition. Whenever there is a common, then only we got the we will be getting the result. Okay, we'll go to the next question. So, how can we retrieve employees, even those without a department, using a left join? So, in this question, it is asked to use the left join. When do we need to use left join? When we want the records from a table, like all records from a table, and putting condition on the another table. So, let me tell you, select star from employees E, left join departments D on E dot department underscore ID equals to D dot department underscore ID. So we'll run this and you can see we retrieved all records from employees table whether there is a common department underscore ID where whether there is a equal or not. So you can see when there is a equality between departments ID, then it is showing the correct department ID for that. But even if there is no department ID common, like let's consider we have a employees table there, we have department ID for each employee. Okay, but in departments table there also we have department ID, but few departments are missing from departments table. In that case, we won't receive data for those departments for that. So whenever there is condition saying we want each and every all records from one of the table, and corresponding to that table we want records from another table even if the match is not exist. Whenever there is no match, we will get null values. So in this way, we can use the left join functionality present in SQL. So we'll go to the next question. So how can we retrieve all departments record, including those without any employee assigned to them? So select star from employees E, right join departments D, on putting condition on department ID E dot department underscore ID equals to D dot department underscore ID. So we run this. Now we are getting all the records from departments table, even if there is no match present in the employees table. For this we use right join. Sometimes we can replace the right join with left join. I will show you that also. So select star from departments D, left join employees E on D dot department underscore ID equals to E dot department underscore ID. Something was missing. Okay, misspelled the department, and hence you can see we received the same data, but now we use the departments as a left table rather than using it as a right table. So you can use left and right according to your convenience. This is also one of the way to use the left join in place of right join by shifting the table from right to left. Okay, one thing I would like to show you. So here we are putting condition using on clause, or in on clause we are putting condition. Okay, so I will show you another way to get the same result. Select star from employees inner join on departments using department underscore ID. So if the table name is exact copy of each other, sorry, not table name, the column name. The column on which we are putting condition, if that column is exactly same, the name of the column is exactly same, copy of each other in both of the tables, so we don't need to put the on condition. Okay, you can use on condition, that is also correct, but to avoid some laborer work, we can use using also in using clause we can provide this single department underscore ID name, and you will see now. So we are getting the same result, and the duplication of departments underscore ID column is not present when we use using. Okay, but in case we don't want complete data from or complete columns from both the tables, in that case we can use select e dot employee id comma e dot. Okay, I will directly take the department underscore name from employees e. Okay, I will use using employees inner join departments using department underscore id. So I will run this now. So we missed something. Okay, I will check the description of employees table. Okay, there is something missing. Okay. So all things are correct. We are using condition. That's why it was showing some error. So now I will run this. Same mistake here also. Okay, no name. So I will check the description. So okay, spelling mistake, and you can see we got the exact result. So now we are receiving only those columns that we want. We are not getting, like, we don't want each and every column from both of the tables. That's why, but whatever the columns we want, we mentioned in our select statement, and those are the one we are getting in the result. So in this way, we can use the joins. So we'll go to the next question. So how would we display a report with all employees and all departments even if they don't match? Even if there is a no match, we want the records from both the departments. Okay. So if we go for BigQuery, there is a direct full join, full outer join. Okay. But it is not present in MySQL Workbench or MySQL database. So for that, we will use workaround, but we will get the same result. For that, so we want left join and right join both queries. So rather than typing them again, I will copy and paste. So just we need to use the union, and we will get the records from both the tables, all records from both the tables, even if there is a no match for that particular record. So you can see. Okay. But if we use union all, in place of union, we use union all, then it will allow the duplicate row. Okay. Sorry on this. Now you can see the common rows. One with employee ID 101, 102, 103, and 104 has been repeated. You can see 101, 102, 103, 104. So to avoid the repetition or duplication, we use union in place of union. all. So we use union in place of union all. In this way, we will get the all records. This is nothing but full outer join. In some database, we will get direct keywords or clause such as full outer join. But in MySQL, we don't have that privilege. So we are using union. So what we are doing is we are just first using left join. We are retrieving all records from left table. Then we are using right join, all records from right table and combining them. And if there is a duplicate value, we are removing that. This is nothing but full outer join. Okay, we'll go to the next question. So it is asked to use the cross join between employees and departments table. Writing query for cross join is very simple. Select star from employees, comma, departments. But use of cross join is not advised if the tables are very large because it will drain your all resources, your memory and all things. Okay, now you will see why I'm saying this. So you can see, so what happens in cross join means whether there is a common thing or match in between department or ID from both the tables or not. Irrespective of that, each row from one table will be matched with all the records from another table. So let's consider we have 3 records in first table and 4 records in another table. So the total records will be the total records we retrieve using this select star from employees comma departments query is nothing but 4 cross 3, that means 12 records. So let's consider 1000 records in one table, 10,000 records in one table, then multiplication of that. So it will be huge, very huge. So it is not advised to use cross join, but for your knowledge, for your information, I have used this because here for practical purpose, for exercise purpose, the table data or the table size is very small, so it is easy to implement here, but it is not advised at all to use cross join when there is a large tables present in database. So hope you like this video. Do like, share and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.